Some super dramatic title screen, oh yeah. Hey guys, Knight here. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but life's starting to pick up again. I'm starting to get my situations taken care of. I've been feeling a lot better. Things are just doing better in general. So I'm gonna upload a video. This is about the meta, basically again. But I recently spoke to somebody online on YouTube about chess, and we're talking about two grandmasters in chess playing, and they were basically saying things like foresight to see like a certain sequence of moves happen, right? And basically, I was arguing with the guy, telling him that foresight is the wrong word because no one has the foresight to see like six moves or eight moves ahead, because you're assuming that your opponent's going to make all the moves that you're predicting, and that's not always the case. In fact, trying to predict six moves ahead can be a bad thing, but we didn't talk about that, okay? So I don't want to dive into that portion. I do want to cover though the idea of foresight and how it can work against you, and basically I want to explain to you why that kind of supports my argument that the meta is bad for you. Welcome to some Winsight right now. So before I get into that, I want to just explain my situation going on right now. I have double vision, so I wear this thing to cover my eyes so you don't see one eye just running around doing whatever, and I wear this because it just helps me keep me warm. You know, it's like a scarf, but it's just a scarf for your neck. So it's not like long and everywhere, you know, it's just right there. So it looks funky, and I've always worn this beanie. I'm not sure if you guys remember it, but I've always had this beanie since forever. You know, when my disability first happened, I've had this beanie 2005, so I've never taken it off since. I mean, showers and such. But anyways, on with the video. What? Huh? Oh. So basically, I'm gonna just go ahead and read some stuff to you guys about what happened. So they're talking about like foresight in this chess game and how this guy ended up pinning his opponent into a certain sequence plays, sacrificed the queen, and inevitably won the game because of all this and the foresight. So what I said is about the foresight statement. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, I am assuming these guys played a lot of chess, so with that said, that exact situation has probably happened a few times, right? So that's what I said to the guy, like just, or not to a guy, but just in random, like just in general, I mean. Okay, I just made a general statement to that statement that he made. Someone else responded, you do realize that after you get this deep into the game, the odds of the board having a configuration identical to the previous game are unimaginably small. And my response was, actually, no. Look at the bigger picture. An example is, most moves are repeated, just displaced. And then I put, what does that even mean? Because I figured he probably might understand it, so I'm just going to explain it to him. So he's like, what does that even mean? Just assuming. And I said, direct example in another situation. You broke your leg doing a backflip, and someone else broke their leg jumping into a lake. Doesn't make the operation any different. You both have broken legs, same crap, just different event, right? So that was my argument for his statement. The game might be completely different, but certain moves in the game will be the same that you see multiple times. So I said, so yes, no two games are the same, but the moves inside the game are no different than any other, individually. And I told them the bigger picture will always reveal the truth, and that is where I lurk. And that's exactly word for word what I said, because I actually have a sick ass foresight. Like, I see really far, like, around things. You know what I mean? I have a very good insight. Like, I called it Winsight a long time ago. I still do now, but I haven't been putting out videos, so I'm trying to. But basically, all that said, now you guys have a foundation of where I'm about to come from, okay? So basically, I had another example, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I want to tell you guys this stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and read what I wrote. So basically, here is why the meta is flawed, okay? Now, this is why it is bad for you to look at another player and copy them and play like them, okay? Because this is what I said. If Ali, Muhammad Ali in boxing, went versus another Muhammad Ali, your theory could happen. That theory being that no two matches of chess are the same. Okay, so if Ali went versus Ali, then yeah, it'd be the same. Like they'd be doing the same stuff over and over and over again, right? Because they're exactly the same. They do the exact same stuff, and they're just doing the same thing, right? So it's complete mirror match, completely the same stuff. You see this stuff in Hearthstone all the time, like a mirror match deck for deck, and they're just going at it. And for some reason, some other guy wins playing with the same deck, and he wins more consistently than somebody else is playing with the same deck. There's proof here. That's proof of what I'm about to say. Basically, they would be good enough to know their style and counter it. If they didn't, they failed, meaning one person did not counter it and the other did. Okay, so again, through Hearthstone, you get to see that a lot. All right, and let me just finish reading and then I'll get into it, just kind of verbing. Okay, hence is why the concept of a meta is terrible for society, directly related to StarCraft. The better player is the player who is ready for anything. Today, we have people like Maximus Black who go buy a playbook and just master mechanics from hours and hours and hours of bashing a sequence into a keyboard. Okay, that's how he broke into Grandmasters, okay? Because that's all he did, is he copied plays and played and played and played and played hours and hours and hours and hours. 4 gates, hidden star gates, that's all he did. Eventually he got in, all right? I'm not bashing on him saying he's a bad player. He got there and he did it, but I'm going to tell you right now, if I had to pick a list of very good players, he wouldn't be close on the list. I'd be far closer than he was, and I'm fucking like silver right now, or like gold right now, because I don't play the game. I don't play the game anymore, all right? But the point is this. He would never in his life break out of Masters in Korea, because over there, they actually play the game and are not meta-bound, meta-head idiots that can only copy-paste. They will actually counter you. They think step per step per step per step. They don't think play sequence enabled, go, just keep doing it, fuck, I failed, let's do it again. Play sequence, go, it worked this time. Play sequence, go, it worked this time. That's Maximus Black. Play sequence, go, it failed. Play sequence, go, it failed. Play sequence, go, it worked. North America, it worked, it failed, it worked, it worked. Korea, it failed, it failed, it failed, it failed, it failed. Why? Because they're actually masters out there. They are actually grandmasters out there. Like in chess, they can realize what is going on and counter it because they're aware. Every single match that happens is different. You're right, but inside the match, inside every single game, they're the same. Okay, so this is kind of weird. Okay, this aspect I'm talking about right now, it's the greater picture, and it's also the microscopic picture. Okay. Because I'm looking at the grand scheme of things, but I'm also looking at each individual play inside the plays as they happen. Okay? That's where I lurk. That's my territory. This is where I see things. That's why I see things. That's why a lot of people don't know what the hell I'm talking about, because they all see what everybody tells them to see. I don't. I'm different. I don't know what it is. All right? I have a disability. I think possibly that might be why I have this insight now. But there you go, and this look that you see me right now with, this is probably going to stay, to be honest, because it's kind of me. It's kind of me. Like, I'm kind of sheltered. I'm kind of this ninja kind of deal. Like, I'm not a ninja like acted. It's just I'm a ninja. You don't know who I am kind of deal. But I'm telling you who I am. You know what I mean? I'm Knight. Just call me Knight. That's what I go by day. Just call me Knight. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's my meta video. Another one, okay? I didn't think I'd be able to break it down more, but, it just came to me. And a lot of that I read, and a lot of it was just me talking to you like right now. I'm not going off of a script minus what I did say I was going to read. I'm just talking to you right now. This is actual talent that I have for the live, and this is why I do so great in StarCraft and World of Warcraft, Hearthstone and League of Legends, because I can do what I'm doing right now, but in the game. A lot of people around me cannot. The second someone does something weird, steps out of the normal and doesn't go like Ali suddenly, instead of staying against the ropes, suddenly just all out in your face, you don't know what to do. Whereas me, I'm like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? And I catch it, and I catch it, and I sock him in the face as he comes at me, because I'm reacting. Okay, I'm not meta bound. I'm not meta influenced. I never have been, never was, never will be. And that's why I'm trying to get you guys to understand that. Don't be meta bound. Don't be meta influenced. Yes, it's a guiding tool to get you on the right track, but don't depend on it for everything. At some point, you have to leave your mother's care. At some point, you need to walk out of that nest or get pushed out of that nest. All right? I'm the person that's getting you out of that nest. I'm sending you into manhood, kind of, in a way. You know what I mean? I'm getting you ready for the future of your gaming career and what have you. Don't listen to all the other idiots. Like, I'm sorry, Sky, for example, but you're a sellout. I'm sorry, buddy, but you are. You know what I mean? Once you got a following, you stopped. Personally, for me, I can have 1 million follows every day. I will have the same initiative that I've always had because this is a passion that I have. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm not doing it just for shits and giggles. I'm not doing it because I have a family to feed. I'm not doing it because I took on some responsibilities. I'm not getting paid right now, and if I was, it wouldn't matter to me. I just would be living a little better, but I'd still be here teaching you guys how to get by and how to become better players, all right? This next season coming up, I'm actually going to go for Challenger. I'm legitimately going to go for it this coming up year. I said I was going to do it this year, but hella shit came thrown into my lap. I had to take care of it. A lot of drama, a lot of bills. I actually had to get a credit card and all this shit because I can't afford life right now, you know? I'm trying to make it, like, look at my situation, you know? It's just thrown together, you know what I mean? I don't have money like Civ, you know? I don't have money like Sky. I don't have money like, you know, TSM. I don't have all this money coming in to help me get by. This is just shit I threw together, you know? Like, this is what I wear to work, you know what I mean? And my job is an 8-hour job a week, 8 hours a week, you know what I mean? I'm disabled, so this is what I have, this is what I got. And the beautiful thing about this is as basic as I get. From here, I'm only going up, you know? And this is another topic that I could talk about later, why you shouldn't date a girl that has a lot of makeup and why you shouldn't get with a guy that has a lot of swag. Because once that shit comes off, what do you got left? With me, everything's already off. That's why you should get with a guy like me. Not with a guy like, what's his name, Civ, who's like, oh, I'm so badass, I got an accent. Yeah, it's fucking hot and whatever, you know. I'd probably let him suck my wee-wee. The fact is, once that comes off, what is he going to look like? Probably a lot like me. You know what I mean? Probably worse. Sadly, it's probably the truth. He probably looks worse than me. I'm a little fat right now, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little chubby, but I'm fucking disabled. You know what I mean? Before my disability, I was working out. Not working out, but I was working in a factory. I was eating a lot, you know, because I had a lot of output. Like, I was out there busting my balls because I wanted to, you know what I mean? And then I became disabled, but I still had that intake. I was still eating all those calories, and that's where all this shit came from, you know? So hopefully in the future, I will start losing the weight again once I start getting active again. But anyways, I've been ranting for about 13 minutes now. I hope I covered it very well. If you have any questions, let me know. The meta is bad for you, alright? Learn from it up to a certain point, but after a while, don't be afraid to steer off path, you know what I mean? Take the long road around, you know? Don't just take that one path that your mom told you to always take. You know, don't take that path that Sky told you to take. Don't take that path that someone else told you to take. Diverge sometimes. Explore. This is where new shit comes from, you know? This is where Zen support came from. This is where Zed Jungle came from. This is where Lulu Top came from. They just stopped following the normal paths. They're not brilliant, you know what I mean? What's his name? Einstein. He's not brilliant. He just had to stop learning from people. He had to stop going by the book, the meta, and started thinking on his own. He started, you know, going off of his own wavelengths, and that's how science was invented, you know what I mean? They took their own way. I'm trying to remember this dude's name. Jacob Barnett. Look him up, alright? On TED. Jacob Barnett, I think it was. If not, I'll put it in the little thing on the bottom. And check him out. And he explains why you guys need to stop learning and start thinking, okay? So, anyways, again, 14 minutes later, I'm still talking. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned from this. I don't mind being that person that you guys look for, like when you want to learn. And I can explain how things are start to finish. And I can get you on the right track. You know what I mean? But I'm also the kind of guy that will get you from, you know, minute 0 to minute 2, minute 3, and then be like, good luck, kid. You know what I mean? Because I want to see what you learned. And then after you, like, showed me what you learned, then I'll tell you where you fucked up and what you could have done better the next time. A lot of people get pissed off at me because I'm like, dude, you screwed up. No one wants to hear that kind of shit, but you know what? It makes you better in the long run. That's what I do to myself, alright? If I fuck up, I'm like, God, you stupid bitch, slice my own throat, you know what I mean? Not literally, but, you know, that's how I learn, and that's just the best way to learn. That's what the military does to you, you know what I mean? They get in your face, you suck, you know, and that's what they do, and you get better for it. So don't hate me for it, you know? It's just imagine me like an old guy. It comes out and it happens, but it's for you. Okay. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching. There will be edits in this, I'm sure, but just know that this whole 15-minute period, minus like a little bit here and a little bit there, was me talking, not scripted, not completely edited, not planned. I didn't do a 3-minute video like these other freaking posers out there who are pretending to give a shit about you. I literally am concerned with you. You know what I mean? With people in the world, people in life in general. I actually worry about these people. Like, what are you guys doing with your life? Don't be sluts. Don't be players. Don't be sluts. You guys are fucking each other over. You know what I mean? But video games are my life, and that is why I am here now today doing video games. Because I am disabled, and video games pretty much are all I have. But the convenient thing is, video games were all I've ever had. So, with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And then some intro would take effect here, and that'd be super sweet, but I don't have anything.